administrative laws. These are laws which are meant to regulate or related to public administration. They are there to show how the public office is run, how the government is run, so that the rights of the people are not violated. They do it according to what is laid down. That is administrative law. It's a law relating to performance, management, execution of public affairs. The government has to follow. If they don't have those laws, then the government might affect, or they might abuse the laws. And once they abuse the laws, they will interfere with the rights of the citizens. And sometimes they can go beyond, like let's say, when it comes to somebody putting in custody for over 25 and 24 hours, which is not allowed. So once it's brought to court, then you'll be asked to produce the person, habeas corpus, or corpus. Now, administrative law is also concerned with dispensation or delivery of public services in the country. Administrative laws also can be divided into ministerial functions, that is how the minister can carry out his business. Administrative. Ministerial functions. This concerns how the minister or Catholic, cabinet secretary carries out his duties, how he looks at the bills, the laws which are being made in that particular area before he approves. So ministerial functions concern the functions carried out and performed by the government ministers to implementation of the government policies and programs. Then you have administrative functions. These are carried out by public officials like the Public Service Commission, the Teacher Service Commission, and so on. Then you have the legislative functions. Legislative functions. These concern making of laws. The functions concerning making of laws in the country. Yes, and these include making or creating subsidiary laws, like delegated legislation. That is empowered, those who are empowered to make laws within their own jurisdiction. There's a judicial function. This concerns the judges, the courts, that is concerned determining of claims, disputes, that is dispute resolution, concern the functions of courts like industrial court, which deals with employment conflicts, employer, employee, or the union. Then we have the quasi-judicial functions. These are courts like motor licensing board, like we have the land control boards, we have the liquor licensing boards or courts. These are quasi-judicial functions. They are also controlled by the administrative law. Their powers are derived from that law, how they carry out their duties. The functions and the purpose of administrative law. First, to ensure that there's proper dispensation of services, make sure that there is no abuse of power, and make sure that they keep the power, the government in check, so that the government officials don't also abuse power or do things beyond what they are supposed to do. They state the duties of the body or public bodies or institutions. That is the work of the administrative law. The purpose of judicial service review, that is to prevent excessive power, like what's happening now. The Chief Justice recently asked the President to dissolve the Parliament, and this is part of the work of the judicial function, the department, that is with the Chief Justice. He has the power to advise the President on what goes on, what's supposed to be done to prevent excessive or exercise of powers, to ensure that individuals are given fair treatment, and also to keep the administrative excesses in check, and also to allow the smooth running of the public services. The grounds of judicial review, that is ultra vires, that is when public official has gone beyond powers, and reasonableness when he is doing things like now, when it comes to dissolution of Parliament. Maybe the Chief Justice has seen that they are ultra vires, and so many things you have to read under there. There is substantive ultra vires, that is where you have excess of powers with regard to the matters of substance. Then the procedural ultra vires, then that's when you don't follow the procedure. When you are performing your duties, failure to perform your duties according to the laid down procedure, that is procedural ultra vires.